Now, I've been a car salesman for over a decade now selling cars, so I'm going to share with you the pros and cons of just what life is like in general as being a car salesman. And this is part of my Cars Unlocked Academy training program. So if you guys are new to the channel or you found this video for the first time, make sure you guys subscribe. Check out our playlist in the description below of all of our Cars Unlocked Academy training videos. But let's jump into the video here. Now, of course, this is going to be different from dealer to dealer, but majority of car sales jobs is going to be commission-based sales. And that's the biggest question that I get, is people are afraid to make that switch from an hourly wage or a salary to commission. And my thoughts on that is you need to be all in if you're gonna be commission sales. You need to dedicate your hard work and you need to show up and dedicate your hours of your shift every day to selling cars. It's not one of those jobs where you can just come in, punch your time card in, and do nothing all day, punch out, and still earn wage. You have to show up ready to work, and you have to commit and be self-motivated to working 8 hours every single day and put in your full effort. Now, there is a pro to that. It might sound poor, but there is a pro to that, and that is if you are a hard worker, you're self-motivated, and you are determined, you are going to earn a nice wage. One thing I love is the harder I work, the more money I make. And I've worked hourly jobs and I've worked commission jobs, and I wouldn't go back to an hourly job ever because my income is a direct reflection of my effort and my work ethic. So I know if I have a hard work ethic, I'm gonna have a great income. So that's something to consider when taking on a commission-based job. Also, the other benefit of having a commission-based job is there's not really a ceiling in how much money you can make. You can really make as much as you desire, and it's all based on, again, that effort level. So if you put in a strong effort, you'll make a lot of money, and there's no kind of cap where if you have, let's say, a salary that's $70,000 per year, you'll never exceed that salary no matter how hard you work. But if you're on commission-based, you can certainly earn more than what you would expect with a salary job. Another thing to consider is there's gonna be slow months and there's gonna be busy months. So you'll need to be strict with budgeting if you're considering a job in car sales because there's gonna be lulls in the market. Here in Canada, there's winter months where sales slow down, holidays, Christmas time, things like that. You're not gonna make as much money as you would in the busier months. The other cool thing is that there's no two deals that are the same here in car sales. You know, you can make $100 on one deal and you can make $1,000 on the next deal. It all depends. Every deal is different, but you just need to make an effort in order to have as many sales as you can so that the small deals are balanced out by the larger deals. And that's the advantage of being on commission. So I know it's daunting to take a commission job. That's the biggest question I get from trainees or people looking to get a job in car sales. However, it can be very rewarding once you commit and you're all in and you figure out a system and a budget. It's very easy to exceed your own expectations. Let's talk about the scheduling here. So if you're considering to be a car salesperson, it's not like just a 9-to-5 regular job. This is a flexible schedule and there's positives and negatives. Yes, you might have some long days. Like there's been days where I've been at the dealership from 9 a.m. till 8 or 9 p.m. There's been days where I've really worked a lot of hours throughout the week. And there's also been days where I don't work a lot of hours throughout the week. You kind of need to be flexible. Your customers are gonna wanna show up at all different times. So you need to be flexible. It's not like you're gonna show up at 9 a.m. every day and be done at 5 and have weekends off. Saturdays are probably one of the busiest days in the industry, so you wanna make sure you're available on Saturdays. You wanna have some nights where you're available in the evenings for customers who wanna come in after 5, things like that. You're not always gonna be working the same schedule. So you need to have a flexible schedule, so if that's not for you, then maybe consider another role. However, the positive thing of that is you can have a flexible schedule and you can also adjust your life around that flexible schedule. So you're not always running the same routine. If I want to come in an hour late for my shift, I don't have to show up right at the time I'm scheduled for. If I don't have any customers coming in, I can show up a little later. If I want to get a gym workout in the morning, I can wake up and work out and show up at maybe 10 o'clock versus coming in at 9 o'clock. I can step out from work for an hour. Let's say I need to go to the dentist. I can step out and go to the dentist during my shift if I really need to, or if I need to go run an errand or go get my dry cleaning. There's not many jobs that you can just leave your work and go and step out for an hour or go home for lunch and things like that. Consider that when you're thinking of becoming a car salesperson. Now, if you are considering being a car salesperson or getting into the industry, my advice to you is you need to fully commit. So what I mean by that is don't think that this is maybe, hey, I can just get a job as a car salesman for 3 months and then I'll have this job lined up. You're not gonna make any money doing that. It's really gonna take you like 3 to 6 months to actually get started and actually start earning commission. But really, the big incomes start coming around at least year 1, year 2, year 3, when you have repeat clients coming back, you gain some skills, you know your vehicle inventory, and you have referrals and repeat business. Do not think of this as just a small, hey, I can just dip my feet in the door here and use it as a stepping stone to get another job. It's not going to work like that, and I've seen many trainees start their careers like that and they don't end up being successful because they're not fully committed to it. The other thing that I mean about fully committing to it is you want to get the word out. So you want to tell everybody that you're a car salesman. I tell all my new people who take our training course this, you want to get the word out on social media, in all your community groups, in all your clubs, sport teams, gyms. You want to tell everybody that you are a car salesperson because they are going to consider you when they're buying a car. So this is what I mean by going all in and committing to the role. There's obviously some cons to telling people this. Now, most people, when you're out in public, when you tell them a car salesman, there is this kind of negative stigma to car salesmen, and obviously you don't get the same respect as you would get if you were like a doctor or a pediatrician or I don't know, a nun or a nurse, right? You're not gonna get that same respect from people in the public. I try to make it to a point, if I go to a party, I try to tell maybe 2 or 3 people, introduce myself and tell them where I work so that I can kind of get the word out and network with people. But often when I tell people what I do, they kind of instantly take me down a peg. And you just gotta commit to that and you gotta accept that for like how it is and get people to judge you for who you are.
I too am extraordinarily humble.
The negativity outside of work is just part of the career, and that's just something that you have to prove to people every single day. You need to prove to people that you're honest. You need to prove to people that you're trustworthy. Having that feeling outside of work, it can drain on you, but you basically kind of use that as motivation to become successful.
That's what she said.
You meet a lot of great people in this industry. Some of my best friends that I've met here working at the dealership. I have mentors that have really guided me on my career and my path in life, whether it's in the dealership or outside the dealership. I have so many people that I've met that have influenced my life in many, many ways. Some of you might know I also met my wife at this dealership here. There's so many cool people that you can meet, that you can learn from, that can help you grow, and you can grow and strengthen friendships and bonds, obviously through your coworkers, and you'll also meet cool customers. Like I've met so many customers that are local business owners, or they are just nice and cool people that we can connect with on social media. There's so much of that networking that can happen, so it's very positive. I love when I go to a restaurant that one of my customers owns and things like that, and I can support them at their endeavors and they can support me at my endeavors. That's what it's all about. So that is a huge positive of the industry. Moving on, the thing you need to know when you're trying to become a car salesperson or you're looking to get a career in car sales is your past experience doesn't matter. That's one of the beautiful things of the career is you don't need a college degree, you don't need an extensive education. Dealerships will hire you right out of the gate. When I started in car sales, I say this all the time, I was a phone salesman before I got my job here selling cars, and I thought I knew everything about sales, and I realized very quick, and I was humbled.
Don't tell me how to do humble.
I realized that I did not know a lot about sales. There's so much you need to learn, and I still have so much to learn to this day after doing this for over 10 years. You kind of need to go in as an open book. If you show up with a bravado thinking you're the best salesperson in the world, you're probably not going to be successful. Your management team isn't going to appreciate that. Your customers are going to see right through you, especially. That's the main thing. Last and final point, you need to put 100% effort in here, guys. And I talk about all this in my online Cars Unlocked training course here. So if you guys are getting into the industry and you guys want to learn and get some training from someone who's done it and has been successful in the career, check out our Cars Unlocked Academy playlist for free training videos on YouTube. The link is in the description below, and purchase the online course. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Happy selling. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me on Instagram, or you can reach out to me in the comment section below, and I'll be more than happy to reach out to them. Have a great day.